Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff Koga here, and here's another episode of Marketing Strategy Lab show notes for episode 12. And episode 12 is all about Shark Sunday, and the topic is scam and warnings and selling an online business. Now, I have some good news and bad news for you for Shark Sunday. Shark Sunday, I thought is going to be one of our biggest hits and one of the ones that I'm actually love showcasing. But after advising with legal counsel and advising with a couple of people on our team.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Whoa, what is going on there? I think we just had a funky play on it. So, the point is this: that episode of Shark Sundays we're actually going to be removing from the Marketing Strategy Lab, and a couple of reasons why. One is obviously for liability and exposure. So we were going to talk about acquisitions of businesses that we wanted to do. Why? Because my background is a real estate developer, and if you don't believe me, Google Jeff Kogan, you'll see some of the projects that we've done. But the point is this: is that my investors want to invest on businesses, pre-seed or seed investments in online businesses. So I was hoping that this podcast will allow me to tap into sources where I can have people actually bring business ideas, and I'll be able to go ahead and underwrite them and say, hey, if it's just a great business, then personally I will go ahead and bring in my money and go ahead and grow that business, or I will bring my investors on board and I'll become one of the operators in that particular business and help go ahead and grow it much quicker. But it came to a point where it was just like, no, let's not do that, because we did get some inquiries and emails from people that wanted us to underwrite it, and there's one particular business that we actually really like, and it comes to a point where we can't disclose or even talk about it on the show. So I think some of our listeners out there, this might be a little bit too advanced. I'm not exactly sure, but we haven't really gotten positive feedback from it. It's more of we didn't get hardly any feedback from it. So we're just like, let's just remove this from the show because of that. So, but the point is this: is that we did give you some golden nuggets in there that I think you should use in your own business. One is obviously be very careful if you're going to get solicited by people who want to buy your business, because there's companies out there right now that are soliciting online businesses and saying, hey, I will buy you out for X amount of price, and obviously they're going to do a switch and bait on you, basically, where they'll say, hey, I want to buy it, here's the offer on it, and they'll even send you like a letter of intent, that kind of stuff, trying to be all legitimate and things like that, and then they're going to ask for your proprietary data. Right? So if your business is strictly ran on running ads and selling a product or whatever it is, then you give your proprietary data on your keywords, long tail keywords that you're using to rank, what kind of backlinks you got, where you got those type of links, that kind of stuff. Then you show that, then suddenly they renege on that offer. Surprise, surprise. And guess what? It's a competitor in a different niche, and they're selling that data. Or guess what they do? They already have another company that they actually have, and they're using the same data to outrank you, right? So there's a bunch of businesses like that. I know that for a fact because some of my friends actually got caught into that, and that's why the human emotion of greed and fear comes in hand, where they're just like, oh my god, this is a lot of money. So then they get very greedy, and then they get fearful that they may not get an offer like that, and they give up all the information, and they get screwed in the end. So some of the things that I talked about as a tool, I think you should definitely use in your business, and it comes for even marketing, okay, that you can use it for competitive gathering competitive intelligence, competitive analysis, is a website that you can literally see the history of what's been going on. It's actually archive.org/web, and if you actually go there and you type in a website, you can literally see the history of that website and how the design has changed over time, right? So you can see how a company started off in their the infancy stage, right, the startup phase of their business, and you can see how their web change has developed, and you can literally take that information, swipe some copy if you want, use a design that if you like. But the big one is obviously if they're buying a lot of traffic to a particular site, right, and the landing page is, like let's just say it's their home page, which is probably terrible if you're already doing that, but if some companies are actually doing that, I have no idea why, but if they're doing that, then you know that certain things are working, certain things aren't working, and you can kind of figure out what it is. So check it out. But I wanted to make sure that we make this show notes that, hey, we are not going to be doing any more Shark Sunday episodes, and that this will be literally the last one that we are going to do. We might do one more of it. We'll possibly see. But pretty much we've been actually told by our council to say, hey, pull the plug on this. So I wanted to let you guys know about this. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I actually love and thank each and every one of you watched this video and actually has given us positive feedback. If you're watching this at a later time, go check out the rest of the Marketing Strategy Lab. And, I shall see you on another episode of Marketing Strategy Lab. Jeff Koga signing out.